conservatism, but radical democracy. But I see such genuine overlap with nationalists who keep the focus where it belongs, on black suffrage. Right. That's the starting point. That's what I love about black nationalists of all stripes, even as we struggle with gender and class and sexual orientation and so on. And last but not least, I hope that we don't overlook the degree to which just getting to know one another on a personal basis that serves as a way of respecting one another is noted. Because a lot of times through the press, through the mainstream electronic and print media, we often feel as if we have to communicate that way rather than sit down and break bread with one another and get to know one another. Now, we didn't have to do that with Professor Clarke and myself because I told you I stood at his feet in 1975. That's 20 years ago. 20 years ago when he was leading the seminar with Charles Hamilton and a whole host of others there at Columbia. But especially for the young people, the people you think you disagree with and have different ideological orientations and struggling over black womanism and so forth, just sit down and get to know one another. You find that there's a whole slew of possibilities of overlap. Because in the end, I think Professor Clarke is absolutely right, that if reactionary forces completely take over and quarantine us all, we all going under together anyway. Right. And on the other hand, if we're able to triumph, we all going to celebrate together. That's right, brother. See? And that's what keeping one's eye on the prize is all about for me. So I want to thank you all here at Ohio State University, and I pay homage to this giant, this towering figure, this genius that he is, Professor John Henrik Clarke.
Just a couple of quick announcements. Well, one thing, the clock that Dr. Clarke received, we tried to give him one in 1992 when he came and dedicated the Father of Schomburg Research Room, but we had his name misspelled. Henrik was misspelled. Of course, he took the name Henrik in recognition of the social protest literature of Henrik Ibsen. So we ceded those traditions next to that. But we got it right this time, and it was symbolic of the fact that one of Dr. Clarke's famous quotations is, of course, history is a clock, by which we tell our special time of day. It tells us where we have been, tells us who we are, and most importantly, it tells us where we must go and who we must be. Dr. West, on behalf of the Africans assembled here, I thank you. My nationalism was certainly has been and will continue to be very well informed by your excellent critique. I want to give you this copy of the New Republic. In case y'all haven't seen it, it just came out. This is a family discussion here. This man, Leon Wiesenthieler, The Decline of the Black Intellectual, attacked Dr. West in a way that I haven't even seen Malete Asante or John Henrik Clarke, even when Skip Gates called him the grand patriarch of the Nile Valley School. That wasn't as vicious an attack as the people who paid Skip Gates to write for the New York Times have made on you. And I'm gonna give you this because, you know, I forget the photocopy. I want you to have it because I want you to read that. Aya Mubarak is gonna come up and make an announcement about the leadership symposium, but these two Africans here stand for all of us, and certainly to be Bell Hooks and you have Patricia Williams or Marimba Ani. We don't want to leave the sisters out, because we got to have that Maati balance. I don't see that in the West. That's African. I got to speak for Maati. So if you want to come on up, thank you, brothers, really. And thank you, Larry, Cultural Center, for this family discussion.
Just wanted to remind you about the African American Leadership Symposium tomorrow. Some of the presentations, some of the presentations by our speakers tomorrow. I'm just going to give you the titles real quickly, and we're not going to tell you what time they're going to speak. They have to come and experience everything. But some of the titles here, we have Declarations of Independence on Protest, Community, and the Roots of Selling Out. We have Challenges of Leadership in the 20th Century. We have lessons to young scribes, how to go about fighting for our liberation now. So if you're really about, if we're all really about scholarship, and I see for some of us, this dialogue got too deep and we packed our bags and left. If we're really about scholarship, we need to come here tomorrow between 9:30 and 5 p.m. and let's just really talk about things, and we can go more into depth if we need to about the things that our brothers have talked about today. So see you tomorrow in here at 9:30.
We're getting ready to have a reception. Okay, you want to announce the Majibal? Hurry up. You gotta get ready to.
I just want you to announce the Office of African American Student Services. Remember, Bajo is tomorrow night. Starts at 9 p.m. It's $8 at the door. That's $8 for 2 people. Any 2 people is $8. $5 single. And it's going to be food and dancing, and Shalula's going to be the DJ. See you there.
Okay, thank you so much. We want to thank the people that made it possible so everybody knows about the tapes. We will not be selling any tapes, whether they be audio or video. Tapes will be here at the Hale Center, in which you can always come and view them. But we will not be selling any tapes. We do have it for archive purposes. We also want to thank all the people that made this possible with SAPSA, thanks, OBSA, Western Center for the Arts, the OSU Department of Black Studies, University Honors Center, Residence Hall Advisory Council, the Office of Minority Affairs, Office of Research, Office of Academic Affairs, Department of Black Studies, College of Humanities, Center for African Studies, the Graduate School, Action, and the Frank W. L. Black Culture Center. And that will conclude our program. And there is food in the Elijah Pierce Gallery to your right. Thank you so much for coming.